What does microneedling help? Well, like I said, microneedling is beneficial for basically, my analogy for microneedling is that you are, it's kind of like aerating your lawn before you plant your grass seed, right? You're poking holes in the surface. You're allowing the topical treatments to get in. If you're applying it, using it as a enhanced delivery for a topical application, which is beneficial, or if you're just using it as in and of itself, you're creating those micro injuries. You're using titanium needles, sharp ones, lots of them, and you're or either if you're using a roller, you're going up and down, side to side, crisscross both directions, putting hundreds and hundreds of holes in the skin, but they're very shallow, right? You're not going deep for the things that affect the epidermis. And we're, for example, if you've got epidermal melasma, the melanocytes are just right there at the top of the stratum basale. They're right in the stratum basale, so you don't have to go deep to get to those. And so you're creating those micro injuries, and you're going to create the vascular endothelial growth factors. You're going to create the keratinocyte growth factors, a lot of things that are going to help stimulate growth. And so that's going to be very, very beneficial. If you can increase turnover with the injury, then you're going to help create better growth. And the melanocytes are not very deep. So if you're trying to deliver something topically to the melanocytes, a skin lightening formula, then the shallow 0.5 millimeter, 0.75 millimeter needle is all you need to use.
Some people contact me and they'll say, I've been using LDN now for nearly a month and I haven't seen, any symptom relief. I'm thinking of stopping, but, the mantra now is start low, go slow, and be patient.
Mm-hmm.
It's not going to happen quickly. But I had a lady with vitiligo, and she said she didn't notice anything to start with, and she'd got it badly on her legs. Mm-hmm. And then suddenly her knees started to clear, and the patch slowly, got smaller. She was very, very impressed. But it wasn't an overnight thing. So I think having realistic expectations is the way to go.
Absolutely. And with any kind of a pigment disorder, either hypopigmentation or hyperpigmentation, as an adjunct to that, I think microneedling is a good choice, by the way. Dermal rolling or the pen devices or having it done in the office is a good choice to have done, monthly at minimum. If you're using a small, not very deep needle, like a 0.5 millimeter, you could do it once a week, maybe once every other week, something of that nature, because you're creating micro injuries and you're going to stimulate those growth factors in the skin like you do when you see a wound. So the keratinocyte growth factor and it also would have impact on the melanocytes. So that's key, and it'll kind of help them. You do it around the margins of the patch. You do it across the patch and around the margins as well, because you kind of want to stimulate the periphery to grow in. Right, you're trying to stimulate the melanocytes to come back in. So I think that's a beneficial tip to go with the LDN.